like to make it tight. It's a heck of a win today. Marshall's a good football team. Chase is a good quarterback. Obviously made some nice throws. We played probably a superb first half. Offensively, we were right down the field just about every drive in the first half. But in the end, we didn't have a real good third quarter. Not sure why. Last year you guys used to come in and say, "Hey, what you guys do in the second half, adjustment-wise?" And for some reason, we got to find a way to get it going in the third quarter. But when you look at it, our goal was to come in and finish the game. And our guys did a heck of a job of finishing on both sides of the ball, really. That last drive by our offense with 4 minutes to go, or 4 and change, whatever it was, that's our 4-minute drill we've talked about for the last couple of weeks, that we have not been able to get that first down. And that big 3rd and 7 catch by Scott Arndorf was big time. They actually gave us a different coverage than we expected. And then obviously Jester's big catch on 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 was a tremendous football catch and big play. And then the defense gets a chance to go out there with 1 and change and make some big plays as well. We left plays out on the field as well. We're down on the 1-yard line. We get a holding call. We scored a touchdown that wasn't needed, and we left some plays out there. I'm also certain you probably guys noticed that Jordan didn't play today, so it's nice to get a W when one of your best players doesn't get on the field. As you guys know, I'm not going to talk about personnel and injuries and all that, so we'll just kind of leave it at that. But I expect him to hopefully be ready to go this week. We'll play that by ear. But Reggie did a heck of a job of stepping up like we expect him to all the time, and played a really good game. I thought the defense played lights out in the first half, and I don't know what happened in the second half. I don't think our alignments were perfect, and we gave up. Really, when you look at giving up some, one was I think a 15-play drive to start the half, and they made some plays that we did. And then they get an onside kick, surprise bloop, which we actually worked on it and thought they would kick it over that way. We don't make a play on that. They always had that one guy flexed out there with 4 guys in tight and 1 guy out there. So something we talked about and didn't execute properly. Then we give a short field and a sudden change. Probably the biggest disappointment was the kind of the switch route they ran on a 2-play series. And that's that can't happen. That didn't happen all day. We've got to try to avoid that. But it's a win against a good football team that scores a lot of points. And I thought with our starting quarterback in, it was going to be a challenge throwing the ball, because he's a good quarterback. I think he can play at the next level. But give them credit. They made some plays. They didn't quit, which we didn't think they would. They didn't quit last week against Louisville. So we knew there was going to be no quitting them. So with that, I'll open it up for questions.
The throw on 3rd down at the end of the game, whose call was that? Because usually teams would run it there to try, run the clock down, maybe get the first down and take a knee. But throw it on that play, that's a gutsy play call.
Yeah, it is. It is. We weren't going to get caught up there running up in the middle again and punting it, and we wanted to finish the game. And, it was Coach Canada's call, and I agreed. He said, "You want to go for it?" He said, "You want to go for a touchdown, or you want to run it up in there and see what happens?" I said, "I want a first down. I want a touchdown." And so it was a heck of a call by Coach Canada and the offensive staff. We got that time. We did get the coverage we wanted, and it was execution. And, between that play and Scott Orndorff's play, and then at the end, Maddox finishing the game off in a victory defense. The sack before that was huge, because really they were throwing the ball pretty quick early in the first half. Second half they started hanging on to it a little bit longer. But I bet you we didn't blitz probably 10 times today, just because the ball was coming out so quick. But we were able to get a great call with Coach Collins with a blitz on 3rd down, and then got him to 4th down and long, and then iced the game there. So execution was good in the last 2 drives. I think our offense only had 3 drives in the second half. We also had a missed assignment on a fake field goal, which we thought was there. We didn't execute that one either. So another critical play in the game that we can't do in a big football game.
With that Wade play at the end of the 4th quarter, what's your philosophy on when he has all that open field? Would you rather him take the points, or would you rather him fall down?
I would rather him fall down, but the sideline was so open that I probably would have taken it back too. So it's a fine line, but it was just so wide open. It was a great pick, and normally we'd like to take a knee. I told the guys afterwards we'd like to take a knee, but it was so wide open that it was like, we needed that. Avante Maddox needed that play, and it was fun to watch.
Were some of the defensive problems, Pat, execution, communication, or just personnel?
A little bit of both. I didn't like the coverage we were in. We had practiced different coverage on that second down play. You know, they just, you know, Seven's a good player, and he got up, you know, it was just kind of a switch route, almost a, you know, slant and go. And during the week, you know, we played a little bit different coverage to it, and our backers really double teamed him with the corner, but, you know, the corner switched it off with the safety, you know, and T-Web got caught on the vertical route and didn't play well.
Just to clarify with Jordan Pettit, it was an injury that kept him out tonight?
You know, like I said, I'm not gonna tell you anything to guess, you know? You know, I don't talk about that, Craig, you're always digging. Where's my shovel? I told you bring me the spoon and the shovel. You know, we're not gonna talk about that stuff.
Pat, how much did not having Jordan affect any changes you were thinking about making coming into this week?
Not at all. I mean, it had no effect at all. You know, we got great confidence in Reggie. He's worked both sides, field and boundary, and, you know, we feel like we've got 3 stars back there. He did a heck of a job, and you know, I'm happy with the way, you know, Reggie played.
What did you see from Chantes Moss tonight that allowed him to have the success that he did?
You know, Chantes got just a little bit different. You know, I think you guys heard back in spring ball, you know, everybody talking about him, and, you know, he started off slow the year, and, you know, I won't get into that either, Craig. But, you know, he's feeling healthy. He's got a little different gear you see out there, you know. And, you know, James was hunkering up in there, and, you know, Chantes got a little bit of juice in there. So it was good to see him. It was good to see French on a nice, you know, spin move, you know, him getting an opportunity to get the ball in his hands as well. He's, you know, trying to back up Quadri on some of those jet sweeps, and it was great to get another rookie in there and make some plays.
Pat, is that a field thing with the running backs? You go in saying James is gonna go first, and then Moss is going second drive, what do you got?
Yeah, it's a field thing. It's kind of, you know, I mean, you can watch how Chantes hits it up in there, and he's just got a little bit different, you know, running style. And you saw last week when he got in, and he was effective, and, you know, James was effective too. You know, George Ashton's effective too. You know, it is a field thing, for sure.
Particularly frustrating that they were able to run the ball a little bit more effectively in the second half?
Yeah, and again, that comes to, you know, alignments. That really frustrates me. That's, you know, third quarter, you know, go ahead and throw it up there, but don't let them get two-dimensional. That's what they got. They got two-dimensional in the third quarter, and, you know, and again, it was just a, you know, we'll go back and watch the tape for sure, but there were some little things that, you know, we hadn't done to pass it, you know, whether we feel comfortable or feel like, but that's something, you know, we gotta learn how to finish that third quarter. That drive me nuts.
Are you still watching James's workload closely?
Yeah, we are. And again, it'd be different if we had James and nobody else, but, you know, you've heard us talk about the stable we have back there, and Quadri Olson's getting a lot of snaps in there as well. You know, we're gonna keep an eye on him. We gotta keep him up.
You had talked about Chantes, Pat. You know, obviously he had a big day, getting almost 100 yards there, and you had Trey and Maurice got the first career touchdowns tonight. For you all seeing those younger guys have that kind of an impact on the offense as a staff, how encouraging is that?
It's really encouraging. We want guys to step up and make plays, and, you know, Quadri's, he's been a horse, and to get, you know, French, you know, we decided to take the red shirt off 2 weeks ago because we felt like we needed him, and, you know, we were trying to save him, but, you know, we felt like we're, you know, wearing Quadri out a little bit, you know, with kickoff returns and punt returns and all the work he's getting there. So it was good to get him, and, you know, Trey had some nice sweeps and a couple nice catches. It's good to see Matthews get a catch today. So we got some young guys playing on offense and making some plays, and, you know, best thing is we made plays when we needed to at the end. In the fourth quarter, we had guys, you know, we had Nathan was, you know, he was throwing, you know, he was throwing darts out there. We got guys catching the football, and that's good to see. I told Coach Ken in the locker room, just going around congratulating all the players and the coaches, and you know, we threw for more yards than we rushed today. That's unusual. But, you know, our guys made some plays, and, you know, we lost. You know, James drops a big one. It could have been a gigantic play. Could have been a touchdown. I think he was looking to score the touchdown instead of catching it first. And he's got some unbelievable hands, but, you know, something we'll learn from.
Do you have more corrections to make after this game than a typical 2-touchdown win?
No, you know, we have corrections every week, and that's our job. I mean, there's a ton of corrections to make every week, and we, you know, we'll continue. That's I've never been in a, you know, on a football staff that you didn't make a ton of corrections, even when it's good. You know, well, I'm sure that last play, Avante gets an interception. I'm sure there's someone messed up, and we're going to correct that too. Matter of fact, I can tell you, Juan rushed on the outside. We wanted to rush inside. He took the edge, and we wanted to take all inside lanes out of the quarterback and force him to get outside. So, you know, we're very, you know, that's what we do as coach.
We'll take one more and then we'll get to our players.
Development of Jester, how does that change things for your offense to have that downfield threat that's now, people see it, it's on tape?
He's explosive, he's fast, he's strong. It's different. I mean, we're talking about the absence of a Tyler Boyd, the playmaker. I'll tell you what, that third down fourth slant that he had when the guy was like this on him, that was another huge catch that he had, in traffic, right on our sideline. I mean, so there was, he's not only making the deep catch, he's making the short, slants and whatever it may be, the three-step stuff that great receivers do. We had all the faith. I mean, he had 7 great catches today for whatever, and we got a lot of confidence in him. He's got a lot of confidence, as I think you've heard him say. Last question.
That basically was the question. But
Oh,
basically,
they
how
know
do
the
you-
question's in.
I was just gonna say, how do you think you could continue to get big plays from Justin Ware in the future?
How do we think we can do it? Just keep executing, keep setting things up for him. And we wanted that matchup with him on number 3. We put him in the boundary on that play. That was the talk at the timeout. We wanted that matchup, and we got the matchup we wanted. We got the coverage we wanted.
Okay.
Please, thank you.